Hey Libras, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of September general reading here. I am so happy to be back with you guys. Let's go right into your meditation here. So I heard the song Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. I saw a roller rink, like a roller derby from like the 1970s with all the strobe lights. And then I saw the Libra Collective moving through each season, like winter, fall, spring, like, and seeing the completion of a cycle. And then I saw you coming to the end of this journey, and then sitting down on your couch and journaling about it and taking a minute to just, or whatever your equivalent of journaling is, right? It's really a way of saying you're processing, reflecting, and going, okay, that happened. I'm taking a moment to look back before I, ready, set, and step forward. Feels like where you are right now. And it feels really nice, but I want to say it feels deliberate. It feels deliberate in a really productive and healthy way, actually, right? Some of us get really excited about or really don't like what has happened or get so excited about the next thing that we don't take the time to process what has been before we go on to the new. And that can lead to, some missed opportunities and, a myriad of other things, but it really feels like you are deliberately doing so and giving yourself well-earned downtime and needed time for reflection and thought before venturing off into your next chapter. And this makes complete sense. Elephant and the buffalo. This is perfect. Okay. So the elephant equates to the hermit, which is about going inside and being, contemplative and really, remember when I said I saw you guys reflecting, and for some of you that could be literal journaling. This is really beautiful because the elephant is also, along with the hermit energy, it's also a remover of obstacles, right? So it's like you're ready, set, you're really going over what has been, what you would like to have more of, what you would like to have less of, right? Going, okay, that's how I was, that's how that turned out. How can I allow things to be different or get more of the same moving forward? Remember I said this felt very deliberate? It really, really does. Guess what? The buffalo equates to a King of Pentacles type of energy where this is all about abundance, material abundance, actually. Having all that you could ever need and more. This feels really, really good, Libra. I have to say, it feels like you are just exactly where you're meant to be and really feeling the truth of that. I also want to point out that both of these animals go at their own pace. Can't be rushed. They go at their own pace and they get exactly where they're going, exactly when they're meant to get there. That's it. And I think that that's really beautiful for you guys. It feels really, really nice. You've got some earth and fire energy here too, and the earth really speaks of your material possessions, home life, money, the physical body. Fire is about, action and soul and doing. But I really like that it's like you're being purposefully inactive, but it's like an inner movement and stillness, right? Like on the outside, it looks like you're physically just in a very still spot from a soul perspective as well. But it's actually very active because you're not getting still and just tuning out the world and avoiding. You're being still in order to, tap into the wisdom within you from where you've been and where you want to go, and looking at yourself and seeing yourself clearly. And it really feels like you're firing on all cylinders here. It really, really does. It feels really, I have to say, it feels really healthy. That's what it feels like, Libra. It feels really healthy. Yeah. So, Justice, look at you popping up at the bottom of the deck there. Yep. So we have the Nine of Wands here. So this is making a lot of sense. The Nine of Wands is that energy of you've been down a lot of long roads. You've been through a lot. But you are persevering and you're, I want to say moving through, not pushing through, but you are moving through to the completion of the cycle, which is 10 of Wands, which represents moving on to a brand new chapter. What's really interesting about this is the Nine of Wands. The elephant equates to the Hermit key, which is the number 9 key in the Tarot. 9 is the number of, endings before 10, which is the full completion, right? So that does feel like where you are, but it's really beautiful. It feels really, really nice. And it feels like you have everything you need within and around that too. It feels like a very comfortable place that you're in. Does that make sense? But not comfortable in a way where it's, again, like I said, like complacent, but comfortable in a way where you have everything you need and you have a lot of good coming to you. It's almost like you can feel it too. I mean, Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Remember when I said that some of you could be actually journaling, but this is really speaks of inner truth and enlightenment, right? Having that really clear sense of where you are in relationship to your given circumstances and where you want to go. You know, the hermit goes inside, right? Seeking truth, seeking enlightenment, seeking their own personal Ace of Swords. And this is where you are. Also, you being an air sign and showing up as the ace of your home suit of air, that is so beautiful. I just saw 555 on the timer there, which is the number of change. You are, I want to say you're aces. I mean, not to be too corny about it, but you are aces and it feels that way. It feels like you're aces. It just feels like, yeah. It feels very balanced as well. Speaking of your justice, home key of justice. It feels balanced. It feels intentional. It feels purposeful. Yep. Going into the Page of Cups. So I really like this for you guys because this is a newbie energy, right? This is a beginner's energy, a younger energy. So the fact that we have the Nine of Wands, you know, persevering towards the end of a cycle and completing things and keeping on moving on, even though you might have a sense of like weariness or feel a bit tired or feel a bit like, oh my God, I've done the most. Moving into a place of Ace of Swords where you come out very, very clear and self-assured about where you are and where you want to go in your given circumstances, the people around you, why you're here. The work that you do, the work that you want to do, what you have to say, what your contribution to the world is, even how you feel about the people around you. You may come into this time and go, wow, I know exactly what I need to say to this person. I know exactly why this has been bothering me. I know exactly what I've been avoiding and why, right? Coming into this Page of Cups energy, which is brand new relationships, brand new emotional connections, brand new partnerships, brand new work that emotionally fulfills you. Right? I'm also getting drawn to the starfish and this crab here. Starfish is Lover's energy, Gemini energy, crab is Cancer energy, and I feel the need to point that out. Gemini and Cancer energy here in your reading. Okay? Wow. All right, clarifier for Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's Nine of Wands. Yeah. Three of Wands. To clarify the Nine of Wands, listen, this is so beautiful. The Three of Wands is about setting out on a new journey. This is new relationships. This is moving into a completely new chapter and really knowing and appreciating that the journey is even better oftentimes than the destination. Right? But this is moving ahead and forward onto all good things. This can also denote travel as well. I do feel like some of you guys are moving homes or thinking about moving. Okay? But the Knight of Wands, persevering, it's like you've got your eye on the prize and you're like, after I finish this cycle, after I move, after I end this, after I switch over to this, after I take a rest, I'm so excited about what's coming next because I know what it is. It's, you know what? Okay. Sometimes a reading is just as defined by the energy that's not present, okay, as much as the energy that is present. I'm going to tell you what energy is not present in this reading. Doubt, confusion, and analysis paralysis. That's what's not here. So let that inform you. There's just a sense of clarity and excitement and just a feeling of like confidence and stability. It's really nice. Ah, Libra. Wow, okay. This is really cool. So you have the Nine of Swords here to clarify the Ten of Swords. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting with this. So the Nine of Swords traditionally is about sleep patterns. It's about dreams. It can be also about nightmares. But this is dream time activity, okay? Me personally, when Nine of Swords comes up for me, it's, you know, it's sometimes less about nightmares as it is about information that is coming to me during my sleeping state. I feel like for a good group of you guys, remember when I said journaling? Please keep a dream journal by your bed. If this is resonating with you in this context, there's something here. It's almost as if there's a lot of intuitive information or aha, eureka moments coming in your dream time. But I'm also getting for some of you meditation time as well. It's really allowing yourself to, again, with that hermit energy, as you slip into and allow yourself to be in that receptive state, whether that's just relaxing with a clear mind, whether that's meditating, whether that's taking long walks in the quiet, or, when you're actually sleeping or napping or whatever have you, there's some big aha moments and clarity coming in that more receptive state of being, okay? But I'm also hearing there's this shadow aspect of this too, or the nighttime aspect of this too. I feel like you might see some things that maybe surprise you, but in a positive way, or you have resolution or an idea around something that has eluded you previously. When you try to come at it straight on, or straightforward, as opposed to looking at it from a different perspective or another angle. Page of Cups. Oh, sleep on it. I'm hearing some of you guys, literally the advice is going to be to sleep on it with whatever this is for you. And it's like separating yourself enough from the question or the situation to where you wake up and it's like the answer's right there. That's going to be the case for some of y'all. I really like it. So interesting. 8 of Swords to clarify the Page of Cups. So this is really interesting, Libra, because the 8 of Swords, traditionally speaking, is about that mental prison. Right? This is what I wasn't feeling in the first front of your reading. I have to tell you, in this context with the Page of Cups, I feel like you are entering into a time, a relationship, a situation, a new work environment, a new home environment, whatever it is, it's new and it's emotional in nature, okay, whatever it is, which means you have feelings around it, okay? It doesn't always have to be romantic. For some of you, it definitely could be. But whatever is emotional in nature and new that is coming into your atmosphere, this 8 of Swords here, I feel like this is you in the past, because what I'm really drawn to is this mole here and how, the moles have limited vision and they live underground in the darkness. I feel like there is an aspect of you that is coming forward to say, even though you are an air sign and you're coming up here as, the Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords with hidden revelations and information and eureka moments and so on and whatnot, you're being asked to feel your way into this newness, as opposed to reverting back to, old thought patterns or seeing things in a limited perspective. You are being asked to allow yourself to be surprised and understand that this newness coming to you is probably going to look a bit different than you would have thought. And I feel like that's a big message for you here. It really might look differently than you thought. Not a bad thing though. It's just about opening up your perspective and using your feelings around something as opposed to your eyesight, right? I feel like this 8 of Swords is saying when it comes to these new emotional partnerships or avenues or whatever have you, really allow yourself to sense it, feel it, right? Look at it from your, it's a bit, corn, but hey, to look at it from your heart space as opposed to with your actual eyes. Because I'm hearing that for some of you guys who also judge a book by its cover or judge things based on how they appear or look, it's very human. There's no judgment in that. But those of you who may have had a history of doing that, perhaps how things appeared to you before using your eyesight, as it were, turned out to be a bit different than how they appeared to be. So you're going, well, maybe my eyes aren't the best judge for me in terms of like who a good partner is for me or what a good job is. You know what I mean? If you're looking at it just from the surface area of it, you're being asked to be the hermit, go within, especially coming from, I feel like that's the message of the buffalo here too for y'all, which is saying, if you truly believe, and if you can entertain the belief that you're always going to have what you need and more, what decisions would you make? They certainly wouldn't be decisions coming from a place of fear. They certainly wouldn't be saying yes to the first offer you get because it's been a while, or a first work offer you get because you're so, like, oh my God, like, let me just like get into a new job already, or let me, you know what I mean? It's really about feeling it out, because the question is, do you want to be happy where you're going, or do you just want to be going somewhere? That's the question, Libra. And if time and money were no object, what would you do? How would you spend your time? How would you choose to, accept offers or decline them? You're being asked to sort of take another look at your compass around your decision making and how you view things. Can you feel things as opposed to viewing them? Is the question, okay? Let's go ahead and get an oracle for you guys. I'm feeling like the vintage for my Libras. Oh, I'm so happy this came up, and I almost mentioned it before, but I didn't. Anyone who's been watching me for a while, you guys know that I equate you guys to butterflies. You are my butterflies of the zodiac. For a lot of reasons I won't get into, but when each sign I equate with an animal, and you guys are butterflies. Then you have all these beautiful butterflies here. Celebration. Indeed, I absolutely feel like like we said earlier, there's going to be a lot of cause for celebration. You have the buffalo and the elephant, right? A lot of cause for celebration, but I have to say something. This really feels like remember when I said I saw you guys sitting down and reflecting and really getting set within yourself, looking back and going, okay, I'm just going to ready set myself before I launch off into this new venture. I do feel like that was in essence a cocoon of sorts, or rather a chrysalis, if we're going with the butterfly imagery here. It does feel like you're in a sort of chrysalis right now, where you're healing, you're absorbing, you're reflecting, you're thinking, you're feeling, you're moving through a lot of what has been and really processing. Feels like the key word here, right? You're processing, you're healing. Right? Celebration feels like you are out of that chrysalis, fully formed butterfly, ready to, and I'm hearing social butterfly. So I'm getting 3 of Cups for October. I'm getting a special message around your birthday season. I feel like and I've actually been channeling this for a while, not here on the channel, but just for myself, that the collective energy for October is 3 of Cups. And they're bringing that to my attention here within this reading. I guess also because your birthday season is next, after this one, after Virgo. Oh, interesting. And you've got the Hermit here too, which is Virgo energy. What comes after that again is the 3 of Cups. I feel like there's this sense of celebration, feeling social, feeling like you want to share and be in the midst of conversations and really connect with people and go out and really just enjoy life in the outdoors, right? This is really coming forward with this. I feel like this is a special message here about what's coming up for you in your birthday season on the other side of this healing and reflection and downtime. And I do feel like I'm really drawn to this fire here and the lightning. Really going to come out of it completely refreshed, reinvigorated and renewed. And it's a really, really beautiful thing, Libra. And I'm excited for you. It's really beautiful. I'm excited to see what comes next. Feels really, really nice. So well done. Whew. That being said, Libra, this is your first half of September general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated with you. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I just love hearing from y'all. Let me know what y'all been up to, what's going on. And with that being said, just thank you. As always, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. And most of all, and as always, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.